What's up, guys? My name is Argin, and I wanted to take you guys along with my everyday journey with e-commerce. Come along. What's up, guys? Today I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people ask about, and that's, should I use UnicornSmasher, JungleScout, or just what else, right? So I wanted to go through the difference between UnicornSmasher, JungleScout, and a new software that I started to use called AZAnalyzer. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the screen here. Obviously for JungleScout, you guys know my position on this, right? I start my research here. I think their filter system and the categories that we can choose, their tiers, sellers, keywords, and a couple other stuff like with Niche Hunter and the product tracker that we haven't gone into yet. I just like it. It's accessible. Every other software that could do this filter is going to bring up the same results according to their BSR structure, which is one thing that AZAnalyzer I think has on JungleScout, but we'll get into that. All right, so I want to set my filters. So if I go ahead with these filters, as you can see, with this categories, and with these filters, let's change it up a little. Let's do 19 and 500 sales and 60 reviews. So this will narrow down the list a little more. And we're down to 888. Okay, so from here I like to again go through this and find a couple products that I would like to research. So I'll open that up. I stay away from like meal prep stuff, printers, things that I can't manufacture really well, 3D pens, even though they're not impossible to do, but it gets more complicated when you get into electronics. Meal preps are inundated, even though you could still do well, but it's pretty hard to rank and launch. Let's see. Maybe we have to narrow this down a little or broaden it up a little, because some of these products don't fit pretty well into how we source. So again, bibs and burp cloths and all of that stuff I stay away from. The price is low now. I can't imagine what it's going to be in a couple of months or a couple of years. So it looks like most of these are pretty niche products. Beyblades, we can't private label. If you're going to wholesale, then you wholesale it. Same with some of these big brands. Blender Bottle. This is, I think, a little miscategorization, so we'll skip over that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just look at that one product that we had. So keep in mind, that was a pretty narrow result with 800. Maybe if we add like sports and outdoors to this, and let's say even clothing, which I like looking at. And if you're ungated, we'll do health and household, beauty, and then groceries. And now we do search. This is going to give you a much wider range, right? So 35,000. Clothing and sports and outdoors are going to have variation, so that number is going to be a lot. But let's go ahead and take a look at insulated reusable grocery bags. So that's a pretty cool product, right? I just want to go ahead and research it. So the first thing I do, that's the main keyword. Let's use that and let's see the search results. Cool, 4,260. So JungleScout has done its part for me, right? Here I could use UnicornSmasher. JungleScout's web app has done its part for me. I could use UnicornSmasher here to get my data according to them based on BSR. Now keep in mind, bestseller rank sales estimates are just that, they're estimates. UnicornSmasher is going to have their own formula or calculation. None of them know the exact number. JungleScout is going to do their own calculation, and so is AZAnalyzer. I'm going to try to see why AZAnalyzer is the closest one, only because they use the 999 cart trick, which means every day they're adding 999 units for each product, and then seeing the next day how much it's increased or decreased. Well, if it increases, they wouldn't know, but how much it's decreased, so that they can know the exact sale for that day. So JungleScout is telling us average estimated sales of 193, estimated revenue of 4,000, estimated BSR of 53,000, estimated price 1906. Cool. Let's go ahead and do JungleScout for the same results. And JungleScout is going to show a little higher numbers. So estimated is 206 compared to the 190 something. Average sales rank is 205. Some people are doing a lot more than that, obviously, as you can see. And then we'll go to AZAnalyzer. I'll just plug in these numbers because AZAnalyzer takes a little longer to load. And then I'll chat about UnicornSmasher some more. So the price on this was, let's say 19. Let's assume we could get this at $3, $4, whatever. So 2 and 2, calculate. You can do 4 and 0. That doesn't matter. I'm just doing it that way. So 26%. Analyze. And I'm going to wait for this to analyze and bring up the data on the next page. The only bad part about AZAnalyzer is it's a little slow, and it's only slow because it's constantly pulling data. It's like constantly running and pulling these data from that search. So we'll wait for that and come back to it. Alright, so the results are back on AZAnalyzer, and here's the one that we're going to focus on. Right? It's the 2-pack insulator that we found. AZAnalyzer is saying, obviously the reviews, the number of images, star count is going to be the same for on UnicornSmasher, JungleScout, and AZAnalyzer, but it's saying that the estimated sales per month is 418. Estimated revenue is 8,300. Okay, so 418 for AZAnalyzer, 538 for JungleScout. Okay, so it's up by 120 units, and for UnicornSmasher, it's at 274. Right, so we have. Let me write this down. So we have 274 for UnicornSmasher, so that's an underestimate. Okay, we have 418 for AZ and 538 for JS. Okay, AZAnalyzer, again, I think it's the closest one, and you can tell why they're the closest. Like UnicornSmasher is probably underestimating, and that's why their software is free. JungleScout, maybe they're trying to give sellers a little hope. If they don't sell 538, if they could sell 418, no seller is going to complain. But to this date, AZAnalyzer is the only software that is going to know approximate numbers to the closest actual number to Amazon. And even on their next page on the AZAnalyzer tracker, you can see that the BSR, that they chart the BSR and they chart the actual sales. So I would highly recommend all three, to be honest. But if you have to choose a software to go with, I would say pick JungleScout and get AZAnalyzer so that you can start doing both. If you're just starting out, JungleScout's going to do wonders for your business. But if you want to take the business to the next level, then I would highly recommend to get all three and kind of mix and match with all of them. Alright guys, so again, if you thought this video was cool, please go ahead and leave a comment below. And feel free to subscribe because we're going to bring out a lot more content this year, specifically focused on e-commerce business, business in general, and an Amazon FBA. So without further ado, take care guys.